Hello and welcome! Silrace here with Heroes of the Storm, and there you can see these two team makeups here. So this is the Dragon Siren map, and I am playing the Sgt Hammer, and it is Dragon Siren, because I can never remember if it's Dragon Shrine or Dragon Shire. It is one of the two, but I can never remember which one. So it is Shrine. Anyway. Sgt Hammer, I do not actually own her when it comes to owning heroes, of which heroes I actually own. I just play her from time to time when she is on the 3-week rotation, because she's not really my kind of a hero. She's really powerful when it comes to damage dealing and has some nifty abilities such as very often usable ultimates, like there is the heroic ability, the ultimate as I like to call them still, because I've played other, well, MOBA games so often, so yeah, I am just holding the siege mode here for the moment, because I have no real reason to push forward for just this moment. And then these guys come into range and I can do some damage to them. And if these wallahs wanna trade it out, then I'm gonna push in and help her. Well, ability-wise, the Sgt Hammer's abilities are the first ability being the mines you saw me lay down there into the bush. Then there is a knockback ability which does some damage. The second ability, third ability is the siege up, which immobilizes Sgt Hammer, but also makes it so she has more range and deals splash damage with her shots. The same way siege tanks work in, well, StarCraft. So they do normal damage when they like normal damage to one target when they are just mobile, and then they can do splash damage when they siege up. And now I can go contest this because there is someone else here with me, and I can siege up and start holding at this Vala, and then can kill her as well because she wants to come my way. And they're asking me to go top. I guess I can do just that. Let me help push this quick, and then I can start moving. Although it seems like I'm gonna stop at mid lane as it is, because there is no one actually soaking XP from the mid lane, leeching XP from the mid lane, because that sounds way more weird. Anyway. Hello Uther, would you like some free splashy shots on your face? Because that's what Sgt Hammer does. And hello you, mister. So, Sgt Hammer does not have a mount. I am kind of disappointed with that, because I had these awesome images in my head of Sgt Hammer being, you know, in some kind of wooden carriage or whatnot, and being pulled around by a pony. That would be hilarious. But anyway, Sgt Hammer does not have a mount, so... And now we have to make sure no one gets the shrine, so we can hang around here for a short moment, but then run away from the other Sgt Hammer. So the Sgt Hammer's mount is what you saw me do there. It is a short-term duration boost to speed. Overall, what makes Sgt Hammer not my kind of a hero is that she is really immobile. It's like, because you are lacking a mount, and that boost is on a 30-second cooldown, getting from place to place is a bit of a snorefest, because it takes a while for her to drive the tank all over the place. So yeah, there is that, which is a slight bit annoying. As for the whole top lane discussion, no one else was mid lane, so I had to kind of stay in mid lane. Now there are people in mid lane, so I can go start heading for top lane. Someone needed to soak all that XP out of the mid lane, so yeah, there is that. So, please don't die, I'll hang around here, and I don't wanna drive into the range of the other Sgt Hammer. Put mines down so she drives into them, then start helping out. Oh, okay. Incoming! Fly away with rocket boost, and did not make it. Falstad is just a little too slippery and quick, but at least we trade kills there for Sgt Hammer for Walla, and this guy needs to... is he gonna get the kill? I guess he might. Yes! Very good job, Mr. Chen, and I am on my way top lane now to go do stuff. So yeah, pick up first aid as a level 7 talent. I haven't really touched too much of the talents. The talents are on Sgt Hammer are kind of flexible from what I have found out. I basically took the siege damage at level 1, it's like distant increase damage against distant targets, but the level 7 is where you get first aid, where, well, we have a healer in Malfurion, but I can't guarantee the Malfurion healing me. It might have to heal some more, well, important target essentially, which is to say, for example, the Chen or someone who is tanking a whole lot of damage or whatnot at the moment. So yeah, so I went first aid at level 7. The ultimate is the big question. I do like Napalm Strike, so it's quite likely I'm taking Napalm Strike, especially for siege damage stuff. So let's siege up here at the very close of the tower. Let's see if we can get them to come out. At low HP they do, but we didn't get any kills. So yeah. The siege thing is what really makes Hammer so very, and now I'm getting heals from Malfurion, so I am willing to take this damage trading with the other Sgt Hammer. So she runs away, and well, we are kind of losing the shrine, but I can do this damage trade and kill the other hammer and then boost away and actually manage to get away. Those mines actually slow anyone who runs into them, so that is something I try to put down behind me when I'm fleeing away to hopefully, well, if they chase me, they are gonna run into the mines, take a little bit of damage and get slowed so they can hopefully catch me up. Well, teams are very even on XP here, which is kind of a slight bit annoying, but also, well, kind of expected with how these this matchup has been going, and this is probably not gonna end well for me. But I am going to help you out, Illidan, if you are fighting this out, and this is not something I can really win here because of Uber having stun and all the other stuff and whatnot, so, well, I wasn't gonna get away from there anyway, so whatever. We have Dragon Knight going on, taking all that time, so that means that these two guys, well, they were not there contesting the Dragon Knight, and actually they were not pushing a lane either. So, granted, the kills they have just secured on me, on Illidan, put them ahead in XP by about a half a level, but yeah. As for the level 10 talent, I decided to grab the Napalm Strike because it is very good for sieging, and it can also do very well in certain kinds of team fights. But the real team fight ultimate is the rocket. But this kind of stuff, like, yeah, these guys are just standing in the Napalm Strike, so that's one way of getting them stuff. And if you look at the cooldown, it is already out of cooldown. The Napalm Strike has 4-second cooldown, which is hilariously quick for a heroic ability. Almost call it an ultimate like every time because, well, bleh, whatever. Oh, okay, that was curious. Little spear there for you, Mr. Amazon Barbarian Lady. Anyway, this is what I mentioned about the hammer being slow, right? It's like I can barely get to places. It's like here you go and whoa, okay, there is a lot of juice there. Let's pull back because screw that stuff. So yeah, team fights, if team fight is already going on, it is very difficult to join it with a hammer if it's already going on. So essentially you have to force team fights in, well, essentially the team has to force team fights where hammer is. Do not expect hammer to come to the team fights if a fight is already going on. And this is where I'm gonna die, yeah, especially with the stun. But I was planning on sieging this place and oh well. we have 3 guys bottom pushing and whatever. So yeah, shrines are about to activate. I really should have paid more attention to the shrine activation and not die at that particular time. But we should be able to secure the southern shrine, so that at least is positive, because that means, well, they cannot get the Dragon Knight if we control one of the shrines. Right, now can I get there in time to maybe defend the fort a little bit, and this is where, Giant Killer, let's go Giant Killer, because, well, do hero damage, increased hero damage. The level 13 talents are kind of interesting. There isn't very good choices, in my honest opinion. There just isn't, at least I haven't found very good choices. At this point, enemy team is couple levels up on us. We have lost like half the team again, or rather over half, because it is 5-man teams and 3 of them are dead, so that is more than half of the team. Anyway, math. So they are pushing now. They have got that dragon and whatnot, and that was kind of nifty, because I kind of know this range of the charge ability on the dragon. So I knew that it had to come into my firing range first to be able to charge me, and it didn't. It did its charge from outside of it. So yeah, that's where I go into places, as in where I knew I was safe from the being charged at for a little while at least. And oh, okay, the other Sgt Hammer has the other, well, heroic ability, ultimate heroic ability, as in the rocket. It's the lower of the 2, essentially, as in it's the first one you have, and then you have to unlock this other one by leveling Sgt Hammer to level 2. So yeah, Napalm Strike you get by actually, well, talent gating if you are not level 30 yet, and that is something which they are adding in, as in as soon as you have hit level 30, there is no talent gating for you. Anyway, so grab some XP, defend that place, and whoa, very nice ultimate by the Chen. Thank you for barrel, and that means we get Sonya kill here for free. Do not need to trade anyone for her. So and also pushing with Napalm Strike. I'm using it like often, like all the damn time, to kill things, because it is such a fast cooldown. It's like Napalm Strike everywhere. And it is also fun because it burns the ground. That seems like fun, right? Anyway, Napalm. Right, need level 16 for Hover Siege. That's a talent you can get with the hammer, which allows her to slowly move when in siege mode. That actually makes her a little bit more mobile, so you don't have to unsiege and move between team fight or in team fights all the time. So that makes life with her a little bit easier. And of course the other hammer here already has that ability, as you can see her moving there, and there is my hover siege, so now I can match her, but there is a nasty little Falstead on his bird coming in, and shrines are about to activate. I am kind of away from my team here, so yeah, let's just destroy those mines. And Jen is charging in and whatnot, and I am still sieged. Oh well. At least they got the hammer kill. But that's essentially the issue of the hammer. Once you are caught alone by an enemy, it is very, very difficult to get away alive. And now go contest the Northern Shrine, because Malfurion is there already fighting. Oh, there is a Barbarian there. Let's put down that thing and help. Come help out. Can we get the kill? Yes, we can. And now the two of us, and well, three of us with Vala coming in. This should be kind of guaranteed kill. So yeah. Well, at least she runs away, alright? So we get the shrine, and then we need someone who is already there to grab the Dragon Knight, and then we can start pushing. And what used to be a 2-level discrepancy, as in enemies were 2 levels down, has been equalized. Well, they are still slightly a bit ahead in XP, about half a level, but we have caught up in levels. So that is nice and nifty. Very good work for by my team. I haven't been doing such a hot job here, but I'm trying to body block and knock back the Uther here, so we get an Uther kill. That is nice. So yeah, body blocking Uther with the Sgt Hammer. That seems not something you see very often happen. And well, of course, this other hammer then comes, and then I get my napalm strike down, and that was rather futile attempt. But oh well. Yeah. Also, Vala needs to get blown to bits, and then we can siege out. And here's where you can see napalm strike being absolutely massive awesomeness for sieging the stuff down. Because it is just that, it is massive awesomeness for sieging stuff down. And I am not sure I managed to get that. And also Nexus Frenzy for level 20 talent. We are, after those kills, ahead in levels, and we are pushing stuff down. So that's how fast the game can actually turn around here. It is kind of nice. I love that about Heroes of the Storm in general, because it is comebacks are possible. They are very much possible. So I like that. And please stand more in my napalm strike, because my napalm strike is, well, made of napalm, I guess. So yeah. Oh, hello, and would you like some shots into the face? And, no, run away. And also use my first aid, because I've been forgetting to use the damn thing. Anyway, run away with Sgt Hammer. Alright. So, shooting at things, we are just team fighting. It's actually only 3 of us, so this is kind of dangerous. Illidan is out there killing mercenary camps, and Vala is dead. So this is kind of dangerous. As soon as they group up with all 5, we are kind of dead. But I'm trying to get the shields of that core with the napalm strike and whatnot, and maybe get some bonus XP, because now we are 2 levels ahead, which is about to be 1 level ahead, because they are gonna hit level 20 in just a very short moment. So yeah, there we go. They have now level 20, and that means they also have the higher tier talents as well. Let's help get these mercenaries here, or rather siege things. And at this point the Uther leaves the game. Don't know if it's a rage quit or just a disconnect or whatnot, but that obviously makes the game so much easier for us to finish, and we are still over a level ahead in XP. Let's see if I can secure the top shrine, because getting a Dragon Knight at this point would probably win us the game right here. So I'm gonna burn my speed here to try and get it. We have, well, Falstead shooting some lasers at me, or, well, whatever lightning it is. And then we should have the Dragon Knight, because no one came to contest that top shrine at all. Well, granted they are up here, but they didn't come to the shrine. And I don't know what the Chen is doing, but he's definitely not taking the dragon. Until I noticed that, oh, we don't actually have the South Shrine. Cool, alright, well, there is that. And now we don't have the North Shrine because I left. And the Uther is back into the game. So it wasn't a rage quit, that is awesome. I hate it when someone leaves and does not return, because it is annoying for the team, right? And so the other Sgt Hammer firing that ultimate to try to destroy buildings. So I'm pulling them across the road there, and I'm just gonna push this down a little bit with the mercenaries, and well, Uther is again gone. God damn it. Anyway, that's not fun. And then we don't have the South Shrine. Ugh. Whatever the heck is going on here. So yeah. Losing one shrine after the other. Should probably have gone for the North Shrine to try to make sure we keep it. But yeah, if the Falstad wants to come in, then he's kind of dead. Yep, dead Falstad. And now someone needs to go grab the Dragon Knight. So we can push this thing in for the win, because there are 3 dead enemies and we are all 5 of us still alive. Oh well. Come on, let's go push down the enemy base. Come with your Dragon Knight. And also there is one Vala which is getting kicked off into the distance. So yeah, there is that. I kind of wanted to kill the Vala, but then the Dragon Knight decided to kick it off and go win the game, so I'm kind of okay with that. At least the Uther is back. Alright, so take down the enemy core, win the game. The game is kind of done here. in all honesty. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll let this thing slightly end without me talking about random stuff, because it's just random team fighting. Score is 50% and going down.
Revel in your triumph.